Panic mode. Stephen King scrambles to apologize after realizing his defamatory smear justifying Charlie Kirk's assassination could cost him millions in court. Stephen King is an evil, evil individual, not just because he's a horror writer, but because he is an evil individual. That's how he's able to write these horror stories. He is a leftist apologist who doesn't care anything about normal average people, only about his liberal point of view, and he attacks anyone that's against his liberal point of view. Who would have thought the so-called tolerant party is actually intolerant? You know, I've been saying that over the years. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. We're going to talk about what he said about Charlie Kirk, which is despicable. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the Gateway Pundit, and they report that infamous liberal author Stephen King is now in full-blown damage control after unleashing a vile, baseless smear against Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk in the wake of his shocking assassination. After the horrific news broke of Charlie Kirk's execution-style assassination, allegedly at the hands of a deranged leftist radical, King fired off his tweet like a deranged clown from one of his own bad novels. He said, this is what Stephen King said. He advocated stoning gays to death. Just saying. What? Obviously, he don't know what the hell he's talking about. No fact check, no context, just pure unadulterated blood libel designed to demonize a man who dedicated his life to fighting the woke mob and defending Christian values. This is how much they hate you. They just make up things to make you look bad because they hate you so much. Because of our Christian values, because of our conservative values, because of our perspective, our point of views, because of our opinions, they hate you and they make things up about you, even in death. This is crazy. Here's the tweet right here. He advocated stoning gays to death. Just saying. He never said anything like that. Not even close. Jesse Waters replied, Charlie Kirk was not a controversial or polarizing man. Charlie was a patriot. This is a turning point. And we all need to turn it in the right direction. Rest in peace, my friend. The backlash was swift and savage, and rightfully so. Senator Ted Cruz slammed King as a horrible, evil, twisted liar. Absolutely. Ted Cruz added, no, he did not. Your party, which you shamelessly shield for, sent $100 billion to the Ayatollah, who does routinely murder homosexuals. Why are you so dishonest and filled with hate? And that's a fact. We all know how Muslims treat gays, especially the Ayatollah. Sebastian Gorka demanded King prove his claims. He said, quote, when? You decrepit liar. Show us when Charlie ever said that. When you can't, publicly apologize to his widow, Erica, and Charlie's children. But you can't, can you? Because you are a soulless ghoul who believe pouring your perversions into novels would help you. It won't, Gorka wrote. Right. You can see the tweet here from Sebastian Gorka. Senator Mike Lee weighed in, forcefully urging accountability. Mike Lee said, you can see the tweet here, please share if you agree that the estate of Charlie Kirk should sue Stephen King for defamation over this heinously false accusation. He's crossed the line. It will prove costly, Lee wrote. Absolutely. I don't know if they can sue now that he apologized, because we'll show his apology in a minute. But he's right. How can you just say something like this with no evidence about someone? After intense backlash, King is now scrambling to clean up the mess. He deleted the post and has begun issuing desperate apologies. So the left think they can just say stuff like this and just apologize, and people are supposed to forget about it. But he said, he posted on X, I apologize for saying Charlie Kirk advocated stoning gays. What he actually demonstrated was how some people cherry pick biblical passages, King wrote. And then Rep. Anna Luna, Paula Anna Paulina Luna, sorry, I always mess up her name. She said, Charlie Kirk brought open dialogue for gays in the Republican Party. You clearly are still talking out of your ass. You should do yourself a favor and get off of X and reflect about who you are as a person, because what you said and did after he was murdered is a lot more horrifying. And she goes on to say more, but anyway. And so he said, he replied to Sebastian Gorka's tweet, and he said, I have apologized. So we're supposed to forget that you just completely made stuff up on the dead. King added, the horrible, evil, twisted liar apologized. This is what I get for reading something on Twitter without fact checking. Won't happen again. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I mean, it's not hard to look someone up like this to see if it was true before you posted something. If you posted something as bad as that, you would think you would do your due diligence to make sure that it's true before you post something like this. Most people would verify that stuff. So that doesn't excuse you, man. That doesn't excuse you, because you took something off of Twitter, off of Blue Twitter, and you ran with it. Colin Wright said, no, he didn't. And it's exactly this kind of extreme rhetoric that encourages people to commit violence. And Stephen King said, I have apologized. Charlie Kirk never advocated stoning gays to death. So clearly he knows that he's open for litigation. So he's keep apologizing to different posts. And then you got Defiant L's. I love Defiant L's. If y'all don't follow Defiant L's, I would recommend it. It's a good follow. Defiant L's wrote, I believe they posted what Charlie Kirk said about the whole gay stuff, gay people. And he said, I believe marriage is one man and one woman. And I agree with that statement. Also, gay people should be welcome in the conservative movement. And he says, as Christians, we are called to love everyone. And I agree with that as well. I will always stand against people who wish to establish their own personal values as a reason to kick others out of our movement. That's what he said back in November, on November 22nd, 2019. And Stephen King said, I was wrong and I apologize. I have deleted the post again. Ridiculous. I don't forgive you. I don't accept your apology. And hopefully Charlie Kirk's family don't accept it either, because it's not really genuine. The only reason why he's apologizing is because of the backlash. He's really not sorry for what he posted. Because these leftists believe that we are evil and their true colors be shown in these posts. It's ridiculous. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Excuse me. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.